and welcome to my channel, Rena Reka Studios. My name is Serena, and today I'm going to be walking you guys through a tutorial about the grid method. We are going to be focusing on drawing animals, as you guys can see, using pen and ink. But where do you get started? How do you transfer an image from a photograph to your paper? And that is when we're going to focus on the grid method today. So let's get started. You guys might need a pair of scissors, ruler, pencil, and an eraser. Okay? So the first thing I want you guys to do is you are going to measure on your image, because we're going to crop it to either 4x6 or 6x9. So for this guy, I'm going to do 9 inches across, drawing a line here. Doing the same thing up here. Then figuring out if I want to cut off the top or the bottom. Probably the bottom I'm going to cut off. Trying to make our measurements easy today. So what I went ahead and did was I measured 8 inches from here, and these are a little bit off, but that's okay. What I want you guys to do is, if you have your piece of paper, you're gonna fold it in half. Okay. So I've divided my image into 4 pieces, and now what we're gonna do is do the same thing again. And you can either fold your paper in half, or you can do what I'm gonna do, which is take this end and fold it into the middle. So what you're going to go ahead and do now, all of where we're going to draw our lines is 4x3. So we're going to do a marker at 3, a marker at 6, a marker at 9, and 12. Okay. And if you have yours like a portrait like this one, you're going to do your numbers a little bit differently. But basically, you're going to write letters on the top row. So I did A, B, C, and D. And then I did numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, going down the y-axis. And when I start drawing animals, I like to start going around the perimeter, going and doing the outline of them first. I'm going to look at D2, this part of her ear. But this ear kind of goes past the center of the box. So if I were to find the center of my box here, that's like the center right there. So it needs to be a little lower. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit more about shapes. And we're gonna start with the darkest shapes. You kind of have to look really carefully. It kind of goes zigzag, and then it comes down to a point. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start in this dark shadow right here. So lines that go in one direction. So the one thing that you need to know about pen is that it's better to layer than to go too dark and then know that you messed up. So the best thing to do is to kind of gradually go into it. Well guys, hope this has been helpful using the grid method to draw. We also worked on pen and ink shading techniques. If you want to learn more about those, I will leave a link in the description below. I have a video where I go into detail about hatching, cross-hatching, and stippling. But also remember, if you don't have a printout of your image or photo, you can always draw grid lines using a grid app or going to www.griddrawingtool.com, and they will put a grid on any photograph that you have. Let me know in the description below if you found those useful. Again, thanks for watching.